Hey, I'm Butch Hartman on Speech Bubble. We got Cinco Paul, the writer of Despicable Me. Did you ever ride the Fairly OddParents ride in Orlando?
No, I wanted to, but instead they tore yours down and put in a Minions ride. So I rode that instead. You should check it out.
Roll the theme music. I mean, just to compare our lives a little bit, mine's completely like this big compared to yours. But Butch, come on. I'm saying, look, just because I wrote 3 of the biggest selling movies of all, no, but I mean, being in the TV biz, it's like I was there for I got into TV and never did the movie thing, you know. And it was, and then it's funny, once you're in one, it's kind of hard to get into the other because people know you as the TV guy, and then people know you as the movie guy or whatever. So, I mean, just encouraging everybody out there that if you're in any form of the business at all, that it's always good to keep trying everything you can. Like you even at your age right now and all the success you've had, you're still constantly turning stuff out.
And trying new things. I think that's really important to not. That's why I sort of wanted to try writing a musical, and now it's like let's try a TV show, and and
let's go on a podcast. Yeah. I know that's over now. That's over now.
That was number 1 on the list. It's like let's really stretch those muscles, creative muscles, and go on a podcast. Let me drive
5 minutes from my house.
But I have to say, like the TV world is really. Interesting to me. And I think the writers have a lot more power and control there. And like the legacy that you have left in TV is like at least as big, if not bigger than what I've done in film, I think, because these TV shows, like kids grow up on these, the love they have for these shows.
You almost said things. It's okay. You almost said these things that you do.
These little things you do. Butch, I can't even find the words to express the awe I have. But it's like, but you get swarmed. But you're like Butch Hartman, like creator of like Fairly OddParents, and like and you just get swarmed by these kids who just like grew up.
That is true. Well, no, that happens a lot. We're very grateful for that. And
every time he walks in the door, I swarm him.
You do, yeah.
Just you swarm him.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's why we need the bubble in here.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But I always like to tell people too that when you're in the entertainment industry, you have a chance to bring influence into the world. So what kind of influence are you going to leave? I mean, I think you've left an amazing influence because all your stuff is positive, it's funny, it's family based. You know, I'm launching a brand new family-friendly streaming service, and it's all about that. And so the reason I had you on the podcast, I'm going to try and get you to come work for me someday.
Okay.
Just making sure. I don't know if I can equal your deal yet, but I'll get there. I'll see what I can do. You can do anything you want, Cinco. I won't even approve anything. I'll just let you do whatever you want. It's fine.
But Ken and I have always really wanted to make entertainment for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily like for kids or families, even
just
like let's make stuff that everybody can enjoy. And then it's always been really important that our movies were about something.
Yeah, well, that helps.
You know,
that
there's heart and there's a message there, which like obviously in the Seuss things, there's messages there because Dr. Seuss had those messages. But with Despicable Me, it's like the power of love to transform someone from a bad person to a good person, you know? And that's kind of the theme of all those movies. And so we try to, put something positive out there. And movies did that for me.
Same with me.
Growing up and watching It's a Wonderful Life or Singing in the Rain or like so many of these movies.
Wizard of Oz, there's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, like, in so many ways, we get sort of our moral grounding from the entertainment we watch, and so
Chainsaw Massacre.
Not to get all preachy.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, back in the bubble for you.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Hey, anything else you want to talk about? Because we got to start wrapping up the big podcast.
I want to ask about
any other questions for the fabulous.
Yes, of course. No,
yeah.
Since Despicable Me is so big now, it's in like every Universal Studios theme park. So what's it like seeing the things that you wrote in real life? It must be crazy.
That was really fun because we consulted a little bit on the ride.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But then going for like the grand opening and seeing Super Silly Funland come to life and seeing Miss Hattie's like orphanage is there.
That is
it was surreal. It was really crazy. And I think they're working on a Pets ride now.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Pretty cool. We didn't even talk about Secret Life of Pets. I mean, what did you love? Was that a pet project? Not be part of the poem. No, I'm saying I didn't mean to say. Was that a pet project?
It was very fun. I mean, it was amazing, and the response to it has been amazing. We just didn't realize people love their pets.
They love their pets.
That trailer is just
much. That trailer was like
how was that?
They're not even talking.
Was that a project you had like on the side? You've always wanted to make, and then you got all the success, or was that pitched to you?
That was Chris. Yeah. At Illumination, a lot of this stuff just originates with Chris, and he said we should do a movie about pets. And our initial concept was actually kind of a Hitchcockian homage. It was Rear
Window, yeah,
Rear Window with pets. Like the pets witness, you know, a crime.
Oh, okay.
Like, what do we do? You know, and we loved that, and we had
that alone.
We're all laughing. Boom, movie sold.
And as we were writing it, we had introduced Max was the main character, and we'd introduced this other character, Duke, who was, you know, visiting from out of town.
He's the giant dog.
Yeah, the big dog. And then as that relationship built, like at one point, Chris said, like that's what the movie should be about. And the Hitchcock stuff, that's all kind of getting in the way. And we were really sad to lose that. And in some ways I said, like, but then aren't we just making Toy Story? And he said, like, no,
it's way different.
Yeah. And but then that ultimately, you know, and that's how these movies evolve, you know, and it became all about that relationship, which was really fun.
And as a writer, I mean, as a successful writer like you have people out there who are writing have to know that you might have this amazing project you love. And there's a story you love, but when you sell a movie, when people are paying you for it, it becomes a product that they have a hand in, so they can start changing things.
And you're the employee.
You've got to be prepared to like let things go. And some people don't want to do. I've seen so many. I'll use the word prima donnas that don't want to let things go, and their career goes away because they don't want to work with anybody. And they've got their project, but they're in a house where no one knows where they are, and they can't do anything. I'd rather sacrifice a little at the beginning and get stuff made, so you start building a name for yourself. You know, I'm going to sacrifice Jace later on. We're going to do something, but there's a whole ritual thing.
Yeah,
but like,
that's great. I've been preparing
Can I stay for that?
You want to see that? Sure.
It's going to be streamed live on Twitch. If you want to see
that. Well, but you got to be able to give up a little and compromise a little bit. Not in a horrible way, but I guess work with people, collaborate's what I'm trying to do.
You do, and I almost didn't learn that lesson, and I was in danger of like sabotaging my career.
On pets?
No. This is like before any of this happened because I just was not good at taking notes. And I would get pages of notes, which is what you get after you turn a draft. And I would respond with pages of notes like, here's my response to your notes. Here's why you're stupid, you know? And guess what? You know, people don't respond well to that.
No, they don't. It's weird.
they don't. And it's
I give Jace pages of notes on his performance. I mean, I saw all of this. Today's notes are coming. So yeah, just so
good
you know.
to know.
And then at some point I realized like, people like to work with people who are nice and fun.
What do I say in this podcast all the time? What do I say?
You say, welcome to Speech Bubble.
No, the other stuff.
Okay. You say, art gives you power.
No,
what
shut
do you
up.
say? What do you say? I honestly don't know.
Be nice and make people's lives easier because it'll just go so well for you. Even if you're not the best right now, just be somebody people want to work with. Like you said, earlier in your career, they just liked you and they're going to help you out. If you're an intern, be the best intern. Holly, do you hear that? I believe we have a new intern. Holly's the intern.
Hang in there, Holly. It's tough.
Did you want me to say that whole thing?
What whole thing?
You say that whole paragraph on every podcast?
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing. So write that down, take notes.
I'll say it again.
But it's so true, you know, and my agent gave me a stern talking to.
Ooh.
And he said, you know, this is not going to go well for you. No one's going to want to work with you. And so I sort of flipped it and switched it around. And
you're such a nice guy. I can't imagine.
And
I can't imagine.
Yeah, but you know, I also
I'm
pretty sure I'm right a lot of the time. And that actually doesn't even matter.
Well, you were wrong to come on the podcast. You were wrong to come on.
Big mistake.